Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today we're going to be doing the daily reading for Saturday, July 17th, 2021. And today's the day that's ruled by the heart chakra and guided by accomplishment. And because it is a heart chakra day, we can utilize that rainbow meditation today, bringing that rainbow light down through the crown, through the chakra system, exuding it out the different layers of the aura, and connecting with that universal heart energy. And if you go to 13moon.com, where I get my galactic calendars from, they actually have a global heart meditation that they do every Saturday. If you're interested in signing up for and taking part in that, you can find that information on 13moon.com. So today's a really beautiful day. I'm really happy to be back with you guys after my trip to Sedona. It was absolutely amazing. The energy out there is just so high vibrational, so blissful, so beautiful and activating. And I honestly, I didn't want to come home, but I know that I will be returning soon. And so I am grateful for that. But it was just so beautiful and so refreshing and so powerful. And yeah, I can't recommend it highly enough to anyone if you are thinking about a trip and wanting to go somewhere and experience some beautiful activating energies and you're not really sure where to go. Of course, use your own guidance and your own intuition. There are different places that are more activating and more powerful for us than others, and our heart and our soul know the way to those places. So always use your own intuition, but I would absolutely recommend Sedona. It's we were joking around, myself and my friends that I was with out there, and we said it's really like a spiritually inclined person's personal playground. There's just so much to do out there, and just so much beautiful nature. The land there is so powerful, and of course, I mean, there's just all of the things we like, right? All of the crystal shops, all of the shamans and the psychics and the fun, just the good, all the good stuff, really. So yes, very, very pleased with my trip. Very, very happy, of course, to be back doing these videos for you guys. There was just so much going on and just so much to soak in that I wasn't able to get it together to do any videos. But I was thinking of you guys the entire time. We saw tons of ships, tons of UFOs. I mean, the energy, the vortexes out there, the portals out there, they draw in that energy. I mean, it was every night just flying overhead, letting us know that they were there, that they were with us. So it was just an all-encompassing, beautiful experience, essentially. And now we're back at it, and we're looking at today's galactic signature, which is the blue resonant eagle energy. And so this blue eagle energy is all about creation, vision, and mind. And so we're really being asked today to utilize that eagle vision, to soar high above, and to look at everything that's presenting in our lives right now from that higher visionary mind state. The eagle, we talk about the eagle vision all the time, right? The eagle soars high above, and you can see so much from that higher perspective than you can when you're on the ground. So really allowing ourselves to lift off today, to embrace that spirit, that energy of the eagle, and to see everything, to view everything that is unfolding in our lives from that higher planetary mind state. And from that place, to then create. It's a big energy of creation. So what are you wanting to create? What are you creating? Right? Really noticing and paying attention in our lives. Our lives show us what it is that we are creating. And so if we're wanting to understand our creations a little better, we can utilize that eagle energy to really get that higher perspective, that higher viewpoint of what is unfolding in our lives, and then make the necessary adjustments where adjustments need to be made if our creation is not to our liking. But to know that in every moment we are creating, with every thought, with every word, with every breath, with every ounce of our vibration and our energy, right? And because we are always creating in every moment, we are always capable of shifting our creations. So really knowing and understanding that the blue eagle energy is a very independent energy. So we're really looking at developing and cultivating our independent mind, right? That free thinking, really creating from that place of independence, of that energy of knowing who we are, knowing what we believe, and knowing what it is that we individually want to see transpire in ourselves and in the world. So really separating ourselves from anywhere where we've fallen into that hive mind in a way that's not beneficial for us, and rising above that as well. The affirmations for today are: I channel in order to create inspiring mind. I seal the output of vision with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of accomplishment. And so when we're working with this resonant tone today, this is all about channeling, right? It is about attunement. So it's about really paying attention to the energies that we are attuning ourselves to, right? What are we consuming on all levels of the word, emotionally, physically, spiritually? And how is that affecting our vibration? What is the vibration that we want to entrain ourselves or attune ourselves to? And what is it that's going to best help us to achieve that, right? What do we want to listen to? What do we want to speak? What energies do we want to be present around? What do we want in our field, right? And what is perhaps there that needs to go, that is not facilitating us really being able to tap into the frequency, the vibration, the energy that we are wanting to resonate at. Excuse me. The secondary affirmation is, I am men, eagle. I am your ability to build up relationships and connections from a position of independence. I give to you vision and self-confidence. And the guidance is to focus on seeing the larger plan, flying above like an eagle with clean, clear sight. Use the power of your mind to create, inspired by commitment to your vision. Believe in your connection to the planetary mind. And this is really powerful too, as we are warming up to that full moon in Aquarius. And I will have a video out for that in the next couple days. We will, of course, also be doing the full moon releasing and consciousness raising ceremony on the 23rd at 6:30 p.m. EST. If you guys want to join that, the info is in the description box below. And we're really going to be focusing on, during that ceremony, with this energy that really taps into this blue eagle energy. This energy of being that independent thinker. This energy of being our authentic selves, of expressing that authenticity in the world, and really moving more deeply into who we are, unapologetically. Right? You don't have to apologize for who you are. You came into this world as who you are for a reason. And that doesn't mean don't take responsibility for our actions. But that means don't hide and suppress aspects of our truth in order to make other people feel more comfortable. This is very much that energy of don't dim your light in order to fit in. And so this is really, we're being called as this full moon approaches to release anything that's preventing us from stepping into and fully embracing our authenticity and really moving forward in the way that we are guided to move in the world. So let's get some energy from the Astro Dream Advisor here for you guys. Well, for all of us, really. Blue Eagle reminds you to step powerfully into your commitment as a planetary server. And once again, this is big energy with that Aquarius full moon. Your assignment includes whatever furthers your personal evolution and the evolution of global mind. You are an awakener, a transformer, an empowered global visionary. In your vision, you have compassion for others, and your decisions are made in the light of global consciousness, right? What is in the highest good of all? Ask yourself how you might experience compassion towards self, the earth, and others. Be guided towards types of work, relationships, places to live, and projects that will benefit the earth and her creatures. Allow your spirit to expand. Soar on your spreading wings and planetary perspective. Affirm, through your Gaia, I am transformed. Through you, Gaia, I am transformed. I am awakening as the return of divine love and light. We are all one. Gaia, as you awaken, I heal myself. As I awaken, you are healed. And together, our petals open ecstatically to the new sun of flowers. You are a member of the One Global family, a planetary server and transformer. Blue Eagle asks you to join in lifting the collective mind. It is up to each one of us to hold a positive vision and affirmation, for the means by which this miracle will occur is through changes in the one affecting the greater whole. And this is really important, right? because our mind, our vision, our perspective influences the planetary mind. So when we can hold that higher vision, when we can hold that higher perspective, every moment that we are in that vibration, we are positively benefiting and affecting that planetary mind, right? So this is how we create, this is one of the ways that we create change. One of the simplest yet the most profound ways. Imagine the profound impact your loving thoughts have on the planetary mind. You do make a difference. As you connect individually with the larger crystal grid network, your power is multiplied exponentially. This galactic grid is also known as the Mayan cobweb. The greatest gift you can offer to the planet is to simply be the love. Believe in yourself and your dreams and visions. Remember your special gifts, your path of service on earth, your promise to serve the light. Everything you are connects to the greater whole. You are star-seeded. You have the vision of the eagle. Believe in your dreams. You are the hope and the vision revealed. So really beautiful, powerful energies. And we are working with that resonant tone that we talked about, that 7 tone. So that is the ray of mystical power, divine alignment, direct connection with the source. It is a highly mystical and spiritual number. And it really is working. We're being asked to work with our souls. We're being asked to work with our mystical wisdom, to work with source, and to really work with our 7 chakras as well, illuminating those, opening those, clearing and cleansing those. And of course, we know that we actually have a 12 chakra system that is developing. And the way that I see it, lots of people see it differently. They have different things, different theories. I see an internal 12 chakra system, and I see a 12 chakra system that is built both internally and externally. So we got a lot of different energies. And somebody did point out, and I thought it was really fascinating, that if you take, say we have a 12 chakra system where some of those extra chakras are located within the body, the vessel, and we have one where some of these I hate using extra because they're not necessarily extra, but they feel extra when we've only known of 7, right? And been working with the idea of 7 chakras, but these extra chakras that expand outward as well. And then 12 times 12 is 144. So I thought that was interesting numerology. Or what have you, just an interesting play with numbers, as we all know the significance of the 144,000 and whatever that means. There's a lot of different theories on that as well, what exactly the 144,000 are or is, but we know that it's a highly spiritual, it's most likely a group of beings who incarnated on this earth to assist in the ascension process. It also relates to the illumination and the ascension process itself, and just the entire process that we go through as we are shifting at a cellular level. It's all of those cellular changes. There's so much with that number, so much power in it. And so whatever, if you believe in the 144,000 illuminated twin flames, whatever you associate that number with, we know that it's important, and we know that it has to do with the light bearers that are here on earth right now and this process of evolution and ascension. So I just thought that was really beautiful. I mean, of course, we might say, why would you multiply 12 by 12? You would add it, right? If it's 12 chakras and 12, but it feels like a multiplication, right? It's an exponential growth. Everything is exponential, right? And so I feel the multiplication of that more than the addition. I don't know. Just a little tangent, as we do here. But yes, really working with that higher visionary eagle mind today, working with that power of transformation and creation, working with that greater planetary mind, and really when we're utilizing that higher vision, that eagle vision, that is one of the most important things that we're doing, is understanding how every action that we take, every thought that we have, every way that we use our bodies, our minds, our voices, our energy is affecting that planetary mind, that planetary consciousness, and seeing everything from what benefits the whole, right? What is the highest resolution? What is the highest solution? What is the highest action that we can take, that we can find, that we can conceive of, that benefits and is for the highest good of all. So with the astrology today, we do have some beautiful transformative energy going on here too. We have, and let me get back to this aspect of the chart here. Yes, we have the moon in Libra today. We also have some powerful aspects going on as far as the sun and the moon. So the moon we have in a sextile to Venus and Mars, who had their conjunction on the 13th. We're still, that initiated the first part of a new cycle, right? And we talked about how Venus and Mars are going to be conjunct in Capricorn in 2022. So this is like the precursor to that, which is going to be a much longer meeting. Right now, they're still within a couple degrees of each other after having that initial meeting, that burst of creation and creativity and passion and euphoria and what have you, right? And so this is that process where we're learning how to love ourselves more deeply. We're learning what we need. How do I need to be loved, right? How do I want to love others, right? How do I want to receive that love, and how do I want to return that love? How do I express the love within me, right? All of those different things that are then going to move us into this second conjunction where we're really putting that into practice. And so we're getting I'm feeling some beautiful tastes of the different ways that love can be. What can love look like? What can love feel like? We're all getting to see that right now. We're getting these sort of teasers that are going to then be leading us into this more grounded journey into love that many of us are going to be undertaking in 2022. And this doesn't just mean love with an external partner. This means love with the self as well. And this also means creation. So that deeper journey into creation that we will be undertaking. So that's a powerful energy. And the moon sextiling this in Libra is really giving us like a deeper understanding and anchoring of that. Remember, Libra is a sign that is ruled by Venus. It is an air sign, so there is a mental quality to it. But it's all about partnership, harmony, balance. And so we're really stepping more deeply into that energy of harmony and balance, and how we can find that and achieve that within ourselves and within our external relationships. We also have a beautiful trine going on between the moon and Jupiter, which is just giving us that little extra boost in expansion and that extra luck, that extra adding some of that dreamy romantic energy in there, really just allowing us, once again, helping to facilitate in many ways that higher eagle perspective, right? And the moon also in a square to Pluto. And we have the sun in a square to Pluto as well right now. Or not a square to Pluto, a square to Eris. So we have the sun in a square to Eris, we have the moon in a square to Pluto, and we have the sun actually opposing Pluto and squaring the moon. So there's a lot of squaring action going on here, and the sun trining Neptune. And so I'm actually going to look at the figures. Yeah, with those squares and stuff, I knew there was something going on here that I didn't look at before. So we have a T-square going on between the sun, the moon, and Pluto. And so this energy is really, as well as the square to Eris that we have by the sun, as well as some other aspects that we have going on. There's somewhere today where we're being called to step into our power. Something is coming up within us. It may be reflected to us externally in a situation, an opportunity. Remember, every situation is an opportunity, right? For us, it may be reflected in a situation or an opportunity, but there is somewhere where we're being asked to step into our power. There's somewhere where we might be noticing an area where we have been giving our power away and being invited to call that back today. And so we want to pay attention to that. And with the sun also making this trine to Neptune, the sun trining Neptune, the moon trining Jupiter, we're getting a lot of assistance. That Neptune is another energy, especially in retrograde, that's assisting with us seeing from that higher planetary mind. So Jupiter and Neptune coming in here, really giving that beneficial energy that is allowing us to rise above. That if we are reacting today to whatever external or internal circumstances are bringing about this understanding of where it is that we're being asked to call back or step more deeply into our empowerment, where it is also that we may be seeking to control, where it is that we feel that we are being controlled or we are seeking to control. That's another aspect of this power energy that we may be experiencing. We're going to be able to see that situation. These Neptune and Jupiter are really assisting us in raising our consciousness to that higher planetary consciousness so that we can see the situation from that higher mind, from that higher perspective, and understand there's a deeper meaning. Whatever is going on today surrounding these energies, there's a much deeper meaning behind it than what we may see from ground level. So really take this opportunity to raise yourself up and to ask to be shown that higher perspective. And today's a great day. They're reminding me of the cosmic diamond, right? And I'm feeling it was Raphael. It was either Gabriel or Raphael. I can't remember. Anytime you're working with the archangels though, you can call them all in. You don't have to just call one. So if you are wanting, like me right now, you're remembering a meditation or an activation or something, and you can't remember who's the keeper of that energy or who's the best to call on, just call them all in, and whoever is best suited will assist you in that process. So it was either Raphael or Gabriel, if I do recall, who is the keeper of that cosmic diamond. And so you sit in meditation, you ask that cosmic diamond to be planted above your crown chakra. And for the information and the knowledge that you need is filtered through that diamond so that you can see from that greater perspective. Also calling on the power of the eagle medicine, of the eagle today to assist you in that process is another way to do that. But we really want to be paying attention. We really want to be looking at these things because there's a lot that's being shown to us if we are open. We also have the moon trining true black moon. So that energy of us really wanting to be set free, and true black moon also trining Venus and Mars. So there's that energy of freedom. There's that energy of wanting to rise up and rise out and really expand ourselves, and noticing anywhere where we feel restricted, where we have restricted ourselves. Right? Because everything is just a reflection of what's going on internally. So where have we restricted ourselves, and where are we ready to break free? And remember, this energy is warming us up for that full moon on the 23rd. So I want to start out today with some dream cards. This is a deck that my sister got me for my birthday, which is pretty cool, the Dream Oracle cards. And so these have a dual purpose. You can use them like we're going to use them now, just as an oracle. Or you can also use them to decode your dreams, because they give the meaning and the symbolism of different aspects, different things that you may dream about. Or one interpretation of symbolism. Clear, symbolism. We do know and understand, of course, that there are universal symbols and archetypes, but also we're all unique. And so the way that we interpret things and the things, the meaning behind different symbols is going to also be slightly different for all of us. That's why dream interpretation is really, in a lot of ways, a very personal process. And I feel like I'm being called to use this oracle today because there may be people who are having very active dreams right now, or who have a lot going on in their dream time. I'm feeling like some people maybe, and I know some people personally in my life, so I know this is true at least for some, maybe noticing that they're doing a lot in their dreams and they're actually becoming conscious of it. We do a lot of work in our dream time, you guys. We don't just grow and evolve down here. There's a lot that our souls are doing in our dream time. I'm also being called to talk about something else fascinating, which is that so during our dream time, our souls leave our bodies. Like they leave and they go, and sometimes they just play. Sometimes they go and hang out with other loved ones, other loved souls. And sometimes, like we said, they're also doing mission work. And so that's why sometimes I believe when the subconscious mind is simply sifting through the nonsense of the day, trying to make sense of it, or trying to send your subconscious, your mind is trying to send you messages. That's when you'll have what we would call normal dreams. When we have prophetic dreams, when we have dreams where we really feel like we went somewhere and it was actually happening, that's when our soul is still present and guiding us and allowing our conscious mind to view what's happening in the dream time. When we're having those nonsensical dreams, there is symbolism, there are often messages, but sometimes it's just our subconscious sorting through things and the soul's actually off having its own journey. And so it's interesting, all of the different things that happen in our dream time. So let's see, what does the Dream Oracle have to say for guidance for today? Saturday. I feel like that one wanted to come out. Cell phone, polish your communication skills. Okay, so really working with those skills of communication. And remember, as this stuff is coming out, if these are elements that you've been having in your dreams, I feel like there may be some people who've been having interesting dreams and wanting some decoding of those. That's what that could possibly stand for in your dreams. Cell phones are communication, right? I'm also being guided, though, to talk about, when it comes to the cell phone energy, they're also guiding me to talk about the energy of your cell phone. Okay, our cell phones, we're addicted to them. All right, I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of us are, and I fall into that category. I'm always doing something on my phone, whether it's checking my emails, checking YouTube, responding to messages, watching YouTube videos. I have my phone with me pretty much all the time. And so there is a lot of radiation and there's a lot of energy that comes off of our cell phones that is damaging to our cells. Ooh, interesting. It's called a cell phone, right? Cell phone. That's really fascinating. Yes, so it is damaging to our cells. And so we need to take some time away from our phones. It's really great. I used to have an orgone pendant that I placed on the back of my phone that helped neutralize that radiation. And I didn't buy a new one when I bought my new phone. I'm getting ready to replace it again. I'm definitely going to get another one. That's a really great idea. But it's also a great idea to unplug from your phones for a little bit of time during the day. Especially if you're in meditation. If you are somewhere in a state where you're opening your energy up a lot. If possible, it's really great to unplug from that. Something that I've started doing as well is I put my phone on airplane mode while I sleep. That cuts off that Wi-Fi, that cuts off the data. It's no longer bringing in all of those harmful radiations and energies while I'm sleeping. And I have been sleeping a lot better since I started doing this. Every once in a while, if I get an intuition or I know that I have a friend that say is going through something that may need to call me at like 3 a.m, I'll leave my phone off of airplane mode so that I can receive that call. But for the most part, I don't need to receive phone calls while I'm sleeping. There's nothing that I need to do while I'm sleeping. If something really important comes up, my intuition will wake me up. I am 100% sure of that and will tell me to turn on my phone. But I don't need that while I'm asleep. And so that's something that I do to at least help to give my body a break. All right, so we want to be giving our bodies a break from that cell phone, from that radiation, from that energy, and we want to be shielding ourselves as well. So that's just an additional message that they wanted to bring through here. They want us to spend some time practicing disconnecting, not just from the energy of it, like physically. But from the energy, it puts us into a trance, right? When we spend all our time on our phones, we're totally disengaged from the world around us. We're not present. And we're not connecting, right? This card is about communication, right? We can't communicate with someone. So there was a really interesting, there was an art series that somebody did. It was a photography series. And they actually went around and they photographed people spending time together, but on their cell phones. And you could just feel the disconnection of the energy where two people are just sitting with each other, but they're both just looking at the screen instead of interacting with each other. And so it's like there's a lot of really beneficial things that cell phones and these types of technologies have done for us. But there's also a lot of things that are not beneficial and a lot of ways that they've disconnected us and disassociated us from life, from truly living. And so we're being reminded to get back to that and to really fully connect when we're with another human being. Look into their eyes, look into their souls, open up your heart energy, feel their heart energy. And yes, when you're done, disconnect, because we don't want to stay connected and interwoven with everyone's energy all the time. But build that true connection when that connection is warranted with another, and build that true connection with yourself. This is about minimizing distractions. We're being called to minimize distractions right now and to really step more deeply into into our truth, into our lives and the experience that we're having right now, and noticing where those distractions are present that are distracting us from ourselves. We also have, and yes, we are being asked to communicate effectively and efficiently with others right now. And remember, true communication is heart-centered and it is present. And then we have ceremony coming out. Honor how far you've come. And so this is really powerful energy right here. And this is a reminder that we have all, a lot of times we don't celebrate our successes, right? It's like as soon as we accomplish something, we're on to the next. And so this is like telling us, and some people may be right now in a point of their journey where you're second guessing yourself, or you're doubting yourself, or you're getting down on yourself because you haven't achieved the things that you feel as though you should have achieved right now, right? You're shoulding all over yourself. And so don't do that. This is that energy that's saying, just take a step back for a moment. Stop and think about where you were at a year ago, where you were at 6 months ago, where you were at even say 5 years ago, and look at where you're at now. There is a difference. There is a significant difference. And so instead of looking at how far we think we have left to go, let's look at how far we've already come and really celebrate that and really honor that. And perhaps even have a get together to celebrate that, right? Perform a ceremony to celebrate yourself and to celebrate how far it is that you've come in your journey, because you've accomplished a lot more than you think. And then on the bottom of the deck here, I love that we have award. Accept your well-earned praise. So if others are congratulating you, don't downplay it. If others are wanting to celebrate you, don't downplay that. Allow them to do that. Allow them to teach you how to celebrate yourself. I feel like some people, that's how you're learning this energy, is you may not necessarily celebrate yourself, but other people are celebrating you. And if it's making you feel uncomfortable, then there's some work to do around that, right? Just really notice and pay attention. When people praise you, how do I receive that? Am I comfortable accepting that praise? Am I comfortable accepting that compliment? Or am I not? And if not, why is that? What are the feelings that come up in me when people compliment me, right? When people praise me? Am I a person who easily praises others but has difficulty receiving that back, right? Because that's an aspect of self-love. That's an aspect of self-acceptance. Yeah, and some people may be receiving rewards for the efforts of their work. Like really, like we talked about, receiving that good karma, that good energy coming in from all the energy that we've put out. And then on the bottom of the deck under that, we have alien. Accept that you are unrepeatable, spectacular phenomenon. And so this is that energy that we were talking about, right? This is that energy of you are one of a kind. Right? So why are you going to try to put yourself in a mold to be like everybody else? This is the greatest disservice that we can do ourselves and the planet, is allowing ourselves to be kept in a box or placing ourselves inside a box where we don't fit, right? This is all about moving beyond the box. And it's interesting, we have 2 C cards and 2 A cards, which is I don't know, I just find that fascinating. But it's this energy of allowing yourself to be who you came here to be. You are special. You are unique. You are needed in this world. And it's really funny. I have a couple different exciting opportunities coming up that I didn't mention in the beginning of the video. I have an opportunity to teach a class for Synchronicity University, which is Nadia Shah, who is an incredibly powerful astrologer. She has a very popular YouTube channel. Some of you guys actually found me through her channel when I took a class with her. I don't know how long ago now, 6 months ago maybe. Time, right? And she ended up, I had the honor of having one of my videos shared on her channel. So actually quite a few of you guys found me through her channel. So you absolutely know who she is. For people who don't, she's she's an incredible woman. She has incredible energy. She's so inspiring, so uplifting, and very knowledgeable. And so if you really love the astrological stuff that we talk about on here, definitely check out her channel. But I'm getting the opportunity to do a class for her channel, and I will be putting the information for that in the description box below for those of you who want to join. Right now, it's a choose your own tuition rate. as low as $5 per class. There's a bunch of other people presenting classes as well in this next speaker series that's coming up that I'm going to be a part of. And so my class is going to be on the 6 axes of the Zodiac and how to balance those polarities, how to come into balance. Say, for example, you have a prominent placement in Cancer. And so the opposing sign is Capricorn. And so how do you balance out those energies? What is the evolutionary goal there? And so that's what my talk is going to be all about. Very exciting. I also have an opportunity. I'm going to be doing a 5-part mini series on a podcast, like a radio show. And so that's going to be really cool. And I'll include the information for that for you guys in the description box below. If you guys want to join and listen in and just show your support, there could be really fun things that come from this, depending on how successful it is. There could be some sort of opportunity for some type of podcast to grow out of this or something, which would be really, really cool and really fun. So those are some really interesting opportunities that have kind of presented themselves for me. And we may all have these opportunities coming in different ways, shapes, and forms in our lives. So it's really about embracing those, capitalizing on those, knowing that we are worthy of those, that we have earned those, right? And why was I bringing that up? Oh, I was bringing that up because when I was looking over the preliminary interview questions for the first podcast episode, which is all about myself and what I do and all of that, one of the questions was something about like, what advice would you give to somebody who's trying to pursue their dreams? And so I started talking about something, and then I watched my friend Nikki's channel. And right after I had written all of that, she was talking about the same thing. And so this is really important. That told me this is really important energy right now. And it's that energy of you are unreplaceable, right? You are remarkable. And come to do whatever you want to do. Do not hold yourself back from doing something because other people have done it before you, or you know that other people are doing it. You're going to do the same thing. 25,000 people can do the same thing, but they're all going to do it differently because they are all special and unique. So don't let that hold you back. For a really long time in my life, I let that hold me back. I said, ideas, I'm a writer as well, right? So ideas for books would come to me. I'd say, well, that's already been written. Ideas of things to do would come to me. I'd say, well, that's already been done, right? How am I going to do it any better? It's not that I'm going to do it better. It's that I'm going to do it different. And that's going to attract a different vibe, a different energy, a different group of people that I can reach that may not have been reached before. And the same is true for you. So do not ever hold yourself back by saying this has already been done. It hasn't been done by you. You are unique. You are special. And the more you step into your authenticity, the more you find that true path and that true calling, and you're able to walk that. And you're able to reach those people that you're meant to reach because you're meant to reach it as you. You're not meant to reach them as somebody else. Okay? So really important messages that have been coming through for a lot of people. And we're going to call upon the archangels and pull a couple archangel oracle cards to close today. So what guidance do we have from the Archangel Oracle cards? What guidance do we have for today? The 17th of July, or whenever you are viewing this. Remember, time is an illusion. Archangel Durenka coming out again. Hone your psychic abilities, see through illusion. So we're really being called to utilize our intuition, to utilize a lot of people. Your psychic abilities are growing right now. Whether you realize it or not, they are growing. They are becoming more powerful. And so really tune into your intuition. Pay attention. Pay attention to those little nudges, those little whispers. Pay attention to that little voice inside of you that is wanting to navigate for you and wanting to guide you. The more you pay attention to that, the more you trust that. This is about trusting what's coming through. Trust yourself. Trust what you know. Trust what you feel. Okay? Because it is valid. And see, this is about seeing through the illusion, right? Use those psychic abilities. Use your intuition. Use that little voice inside, right? That says that something isn't right. This doesn't resonate. this is something other than what it seems. Pay attention to that. Honor that. Because there's a lot, your psychic abilities, one of the main things that they are doing for you right now is helping you to see through illusion. And remember, if you guys haven't checked out the retrograde season video yet, definitely check it out. But we talked about this in the retrograde season video. When we're talking about Neptune going retrograde, peeling back the veil, peeling back the illusion. There's a lot that's being shown and wants to be revealed to us. So we have to be open to seeing it, right? And sometimes the truth is not pretty. Right? Sometimes the truth is not what we want it to be, but that's okay. There's so much empowerment that comes from accepting the truth, even when it's not what we had preferred. Right? It liberates us. It sets us free. It allows us to then make informed decisions moving forward. And so really noticing that illusion where it is present. There is so much illusion in our world right now. This world, this matrix that we live in, that we're moving out of right now, is like 99% illusion, right? I mean, really everything is illusion. We are magicians. And so we get to manipulate that illusion, right? We either allow it to be manipulated for us, or we step into our empowerment and we become the manipulators. We become the magicians, right? And so who do you want to give that power to? Yourself or somebody else? Because there's always an illusion. There's always a dream being woven, right? So who's going to be the weaver of that dream? So it's us taking back our power to be the dream weavers. So allow your growing psychic abilities, your growing intuition to help reveal to you the answers that you are seeking. And the more we become open to seeing truth, the more we become willing to see beyond the illusion and to accept what we see, but also knowing that we accept it, but we can also shift it, right? Because we are the dream weaver, right? You are the magician. So we don't have to, with some people, we think that acceptance means that once we accept something, it's just set in stone forever and that's what it is and we just have to accept it and move on. Not necessarily. As soon as we accept something for what it is, it then gives us the power to begin to shift it, right? But the acceptance piece is like, we're okay with it being what it is. However, like once we come into that state of being okay with that, of allowing a thing to be what it is, it then becomes more malleable. That's really interesting. And the bats coming through again. I saw a lot of bats when I was in, I almost said Costa Rica, when I was in Sedona. And they were very friendly, almost to the point of, I don't know if I want to say aggressive because they didn't hurt us, but they were, this close, just really swooping in all around us, just huge groups of them. It was really, really fascinating. And this was when I was at the Gathering of the Shamans retreat, which was just outside Sedona. We saw so many of them. And I have seen some actually flying around even where I live, which I thought was really interesting because I remember they had come up in a reading recently. And actually, I want to see if in here, like a reading that on this channel they came up. I want to see if it says anything about the bats in here. No, but we will read about Archangel Darenka. Archangel Darenka comes from another universe to oversee and look after bats, who have advanced knowledge about sonics and echolocation. Oh yeah, so this is about the bats. They come to Earth through Sirius, where they learn to fine-tune their data to fit in with our atmospherics. These special animals have volunteered to come to Earth to share their knowledge. They communicate with open hearts through their throat chakras, so that communication energy coming in again. Archangel Darenka's color is deep gray-black. He vibrates on a different wavelength from other archangels. Because of this, some people find him more difficult to connect with. But when you understand and honor bats, he extends his protection and love to you. And through this, you gain access to the wisdom of the universe. Interesting. So I wonder if it was almost like an initiation with the bats there that we experienced. The guidance is, this card guides you to open up to the psychic abilities latent within you. To do this, expand your right brain by listening to your intuition and trusting your inner guidance. Practice choosing with your heart rather than your left brain. Focus on your throat chakra, your spiritual center of truth, and visualize an upward pointing triangle within it. So, right here. This opens it up to allow Archangel Derenka and Archangel Michael to pour sacred geometric codes into it. Be aware of these angel sonics and know that your psychic abilities are being honed. Choosing this card reminds you that metaphorically you can fly. So expand your vision and focus on your wildest dreams, right? Tying right into the eagle vision as well. You have untapped gifts and abilities that are being invited to bring them forward. Safe in the knowledge that all the support you need is available to you. So that's really beautiful. And I love, it's really interesting because this came up quite a few times in my trip to Sedona. This energy of working with our heart energy and working with our right brain, which is our feminine brain. And it was actually, there was a really fascinating woman that we met who came up to our table because she overheard our conversation. And she had some insights to share to us. She had a deeply profound spiritual energy. And she was talking about how the mind control that we experience on this planet is all correlated to the left brain. And I think that that's part of the reason that I was talking about the cell phones as well, because they're part of the mind control that we're breaking out of. And this mind control is the illusion, right? Creates this illusion that we are in the process of seeing through. And so the whole energy or idea of it was like when we're operating from the left brain, the mind control is engaged, right? Because our left brain has been connected through technology, through all of these different ways and means to that mind control system, that AI system, if you will. However, when we switch to the right brain, to the feminine brain, we are then connected with the heart, and we bypass that mind control. We bypass that technology, and that's how we step deeper into our intuition, beyond the illusion and into truth. And that's also how we become fully present. And this woman, another interesting thing that she talked about was the 0 point, as she called it, which is this point in time when we all become fully present in the now, fully heart-centered and present in the now, and we're able to shift our consciousness collectively from that place into the 5D. And so that was really interesting too. So I love how these messages are coming through from some of the wisdom and some of the things tying into that happened out in Sedona. It was a very magical journey, as I said. And then we have Archangel Raziel on the bottom. Seek and you will find, be a wise one. And this is a powerful card too. So I'm gonna read this one for you guys as well to close. And this card has come up before, so some of you may recognize it. But this is powerful with these two cards coming out together. This is a lot of knowledge. This is a lot of activation coming through for us. Archangel Raziel appears in beautiful rainbow colors. He is an angel of wisdom and holds the sacred mysteries of the universe. He can, with permission from your monad, reveal whatever aspects you are ready for. When you are ready to dig deeper into esoteric knowledge, he will help you to gain insights into that which you seek and to comprehend the divine truths that you discover. He will also assist you if you are ready to explore the great laws of magic and alchemy and have the spiritual discipline needed to follow them. As we approach the new golden age and can be trusted to use the information for the highest good, this path is starting to open up again for humanity. Archangel Raziel also works with you to sharpen your gifts of clairvoyance. So a lot of our psychic gifts really coming into deeper expression right now. Drawing this card suggests you are ready for more profound spiritual understanding. It is time to seek a deeper meaning into your life. This will enrich you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and you will experience a profound sense of joy and fulfillment as you explore the sacred and limitless mysteries of the universe through reading or meditation. As you tune into the wisdom of the universe, your own soul wisdom will flow forward. Others will sense this and treat you with respect. They will be drawn to you for your wise counsel and insights. Your aura will shimmer with gold. Your guidance is to explore with humility. At the same time, stand in your true magnificence and act as a wise one. Know that as soon as you are ready for a door to open, it will do so. Beautiful. I love it. All right, you guys, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. I am so grateful to be back with you guys, reconnecting with your energy. And yes, lots of good stuff to come. That full moon video will be coming out later this week. The consciousness raising and releasing ceremony absolutely going on. on the 23rd, which I believe is a Friday. That's also going to be my first podcast or radio interview that I'm doing for that series. And if you want to come and listen and support that, the information is down below for that, as well as the talk that I'm doing at Synchronicity University. There's lots of really powerful people giving really powerful talks. And as we said, right now it's choose your own tuition rate, $5 a class. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, that will be in the description box below as well. I don't know why I started talking. I guess because we're doing like the closing energies here, but going back to just being so grateful to be with you guys. And the videos that are going to be coming out. I'm going to be doing we have our new Galactic year starting on the 26th. So there will be a video on the yellow electric seed year coming out. And we also have the day out of time on the 25th. And so that's just, that's an interesting energy as well, where the old galactic year, the blue lunar storm year, if you guys haven't watched that video, definitely check it out, has completed. And then we're kind of in this limbo, in this void, before we step into the 26th and begin the galactic new year. And so it's a really interesting time, sort of suspended, if you will, suspended time, where we can really have an opportunity to step out of linear time, and by being fully present. So that's going to be really fun and interesting as well. Lots of good stuff. I love you guys. I appreciate you so very, very much. You are so incredibly beautiful. If you like this video, hit that like button. Drop a comment. Let me know how you are doing. I love hearing from you guys. There are links in the description box to donate if you feel so moved to donate to the channel. Just know that every like, every share, every subscribe is as good as a donation and very much appreciated, so that we can continue to get these messages out to everyone who is meant to hear them. Knowing and trusting, of course, that everybody who is meant to hear them absolutely will. There's also my email and my website listed in the description box below. Please reach out and contact me if you would like a personal energy healing, if you would like a reading, if you would like to work through some beliefs with some theta healing. There's a whole bunch of different things that I do to assist you in this process of awakening. And so if you are feeling called, please reach out and drop me a line. I love you. I appreciate you. Did I say that? I think I've said it like 5 times, but I absolutely, absolutely do. You are beautiful. You are special. You are unique. Shine that beautiful light in the world today. View everything from that higher perspective. Allow the transformation to occur where it's wanting to where you are being called to transform. And I will talk to you guys soon.